watch and burn.
Hey everybody, so tonight I want to talk about Korn's fucking 1998 masterpiece, and that of course is Follow the Leader. Now this record, I mean, everybody I knew was into Korn, myself included, and so we were all anticipating the release of this record like nothing else. I mean, Todd McFarlane was doing the artwork, Todd McFarlane did the animation for Freak on a Leash, and we had already sort of like gotten ourselves all amped up because of that track. Yeah, when this record hit, everything about this record was perfect. The artwork was amazing. Their sound had stepped up so much. Like, feel these bass, like that fucking click that he had, or has, that ruled this record. They had taken what they had built on their first two albums and just maximized it. Like this is like this is one of the most crushing records ever made. Reclaim My Place is on here. And that's like, my God. From their first handful of records, I'd say right up till around Untouchables, take a look in the mirror, because that's where I sort of lose track of Korn. Reclaim My Place is like the heaviest song they have ever done concerning the records that I'm familiar with. Reclaim My Place is the heaviest song on this album. It's the heaviest song that they've off their first three albums. I mean, the end of that song gets like massively crushing. So Reclaim My Place is on here. Children of the Corn's on here. Ice Cube's cadence really, really mixes well with Korn's sort of grounded aggression. It's like his voice complements their music so perfectly. Children of the Corn's on here. BBK's on here. It's On opens this record, fucking badass way to start this record. And I think my favorite thing about this album is Davis's growl speak. That's what I've always called it. Sort of like a low-key nod to 1984. But Davis's growl speak, that shit that he does, like the shit that opens Life is Peachy, and then it's part of the hidden track too, where you get the vocals from Twist a cappella. That is all over this fucking thing. And that is like one of my favorite things about this album. That is one of my favorite things about Korn is Davis's growl speak. So if you're like me and you dig that shit, that is all over this record. What else is on here that I loved? It's On's on here, Got the Life's on here, Freak on a Leash is on here. Got the Life, Reclaim My Place. Earache My Eye with Cheech Marin. It's a hidden on here. It's an amazing song. Earache My Eye, of course, is from Cheech and Chong. Was that in Up in Smoke that Earache My Eye's from? I can't remember. Cheech and Chong did the song Earache My Eye in one of their incredibly fun marijuana movies from way back in the 70s. I think it's in Up in Smoke, but I'm not 100%. That's on here, and if I'm not mistaken, Cheech Marin is even featured. Earache My Eye's on here. I do have to say that All in the Family with featuring Fred from Limp Bizkit rapping. Fred Durst has no business rapping. He sounds like a Toronto rapper, and his rhymes are lame. He's insulting Davis at one point in the song. He says, "Hey there, Raggedy Man, doing all you can to look like Raggedy Ann." Fred, bud, hip-hop isn't for everybody. You shouldn't be rapping. It's embarrassing. You know when you were a kid and your parents were trying way too hard to be cool around your friends? That's exactly how I feel every time I am subjected to Fred Durst's rapping via some old nu metal record that I'm listening to. He's even on Soulfly's first one. He's on Bleed. He comes in and kind of raps on that with his whiny little rap voice. I love Bleed. I don't even mind Durst on that song, but he is the weakest part of that song. And he's on this, and this song is just so fucking disposable, and it's his... Oh, fuck, it's just so embarrassing to have that song sort of vomit over everything else that makes this record perfect. It's like that song is dipping this record in shit. And if you just remove that song from this record, which I've done, especially way back when we could burn our own CDs, this song was fucking gone. And that made this record dramatically better. This record's flawless other than for that song. And that's where I'm going to leave it. This record kicks ass. So thank you so much for hanging it with me for almost 5 minutes while I discussed Korn's absolutely massive 1998 album. And that is Follow the Leader. Like always, if you like this review or you like this record, don't forget to do something nice for somebody. But most importantly, please don't forget that the world is actually a better place because you're in it. I'm going to go. Have a good night.